In the 300 plus years that Spain governed in the Americas, the Spanish founded cities, fortifications, and infrastructures throughout the entire vast American continent, and more specifically, in the United States. Today, from Texas to Alaska, there still exist several cities with names like Valdez or Córdoba that reveal this history when Hispanics left a deep impression, spanning along much of the west coast of North America. Some of the best traces of Spanish influence can be seen within the designs of several American flags. Let's break this down. The past exploration and conquest of many territories that now belong to the United States is one of the great feats starring Spain, which is often forgotten, although no less important. Keep in mind that before any other Europeans arrived in the Americas, the Spanish had already reached those territories, and proof of this profound presence can be seen on the United States coats of arms, flags, and symbology. Between the 16th and 19th centuries, the Spanish were the first Europeans to cross the Mississippi River, the Nevada Desert, the Grand Canyon, and founded cities of maximum importance like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and even St. Augustine in Florida, which is the oldest city in the United States and still retains a magnificent fortress with the Spanish flag that waves high till this day. Before English speakers commenced their massacres in America, and before Hollywood began filming its first cowboys and Indians movies, the Spanish already had contact, combat, and influence with the famous native tribes of Cheyenne, Sioux, Arapahoes, and the Navajos. Arizona, California, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, and Florida all belonged to the Viceroyalty of New Spain, and the Spanish named the Canadian islands of San Juan, Lopez, Fidalgo, and Cortes. That footprint that the Spanish left in North America can still be seen when we take a moment to appreciate the symbology, shields, and colors from the flags of the United States. So let's get started. Number 1, the Confederate flag. Let's talk about the Confederate flag. It was designed by William Porcher Miles, a U.S. congressman. Although it has changed over time, it resembles, and I say it only resembles, to have some Spanish influence. At first, it consisted of 3 horizontal stripes, but now has the 13 stars for the 13 Southern American states, and it now boasts a cross like the Aspa of San Andres, a symbol of the Spanish Empire. Number 2, the flag of Florida. The state coat of arms appears on the ancient Spanish imperial flag, the Cross of Borgoña, or El Aspa de San Andres, and all on a white background. It should be noted that this flag is still raised in the fort of St. Augustine, the first city and first fort built by Europeans in the United States. Number 3, the flag and shield of Alabama. Alabama was also founded by Spain, and within its flag is the best representation of Spanish heritage. They wanted to reference the flag that governed this territory for centuries, the same cross and the same colors of the Spanish imperial flag. And when we review the shield of Alabama, it is even more striking because the shield of Castile and Leon appears in the upper right box, given that it's the state's main founding homeland. Number 4, the coat of arms of Texas. On the coat of arms of Texas, there are 6 flags of the 6 nations that have exercised their sovereignty over this territory, and of course the Spanish flag with the coat of arms from that time period in the upper half. Number 5, the shield of Los Angeles. We continue with another shield, and this time that of Los Angeles. In the bottom right, the emblem of Castile and Leon can be seen, and underneath, the year that Los Angeles was founded by Spain can be read. Number 6, the flag of the state of Arizona. The Arizona flag has the star in the center for its mining past, but let's focus on the upper half. In it there appears 13 bars that represent the original 13 colonies, but with the colors red and yellow, in honor of the Spanish Empire. More specifically, in honor of the Spanish explorers who came to these lands, those like Alvar Núñez, Cabeza de Vaca, or Francisco Vázquez de Coronado. Number 7, the flag of New Mexico. The flag of New Mexico consists of a red sun symbol of the Zia, a branch of the Pueblo natives, in a yellow field. These colors honor Isabel of Castile and the conquistadores who explored in her name. Even though it's not well known, the flag of San Andres would also be displayed with colors red and yellow during the Spanish Empire. The flag would be presented like this from the beginning of the 16th century, especially in the naval field, since it was more clearly visible from afar. It's understandable to use the colors red and yellow since they're the colors of Castile and Leon, as well as Aragon and Navarra. Number 8, the flag and coat of arms of Montana. Montana was a territory that was linked to Spanish Louisiana, and its flag refers to its mining past that the Spanish implanted in the region. And this strikes my curiosity, because in its flag, there appears the state motto in Spanish that says Oro y Plata. It does not say gold and silver in plain English, but oro y plata, literally in Spanish. Number 9, the coat of arms of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, while belonging to the United States, is not a state, yet it has surely the most Spanish coat of arms that exists. This coat of arms was granted in 1511 by the Spanish crown and is among the oldest of the Americas. Of all these symbols, we highlight the following: the golden castle, symbol of Castile; the lion, symbol of Kingdom of Leon; the red and yellow symbol of the crown of Aragon; and the symbols of Jerusalem, since the Spanish monarch was also considered heir of Jerusalem. In addition, the letters F and Y also appear, in reference to Isabel and Fernando, the Catholic monarchs, as well as their symbols, the yoke and the arrows. Number 10. The dollar. Although it's not an official symbol or flag, the American dollar has Spanish origins. Before Spain discovered America, King Ferdinand el Católico modified the emblem of Spain to add the Pillars of Hercules, with an interlaced ribbon displaying a phrase that states non plus ultra, which means no more beyond, and he referred to the fact that there was nothing more beyond the known world. This is something that comes from the classical world, since according to Greek mythology, Hercules crossed Mount Atlas to steal Gerion's cattle, but with his superhuman strength, he split the mountain through the center, and thus created the Strait of Gibraltar. At the end of the Mediterranean, he marked the end of the world with an inscription, non plus ultra, no more beyond, and this is where Ferdinand's inscriptions derived from. But when Christopher Columbus arrived to the new continent, the motto was changed to plus ultra, which exists till this day. It indicates that there was in fact something beyond the Americas. Over time, the Spanish Empire minted silver coins, engraved with this emblem appearing with the columns and the interlaced ribbon. Let's remember that these coins minted by Spain during the imperial time frame was the Real de Ocho, the Royal Eight, considered to be the first global currency. During this time period, coins were minted in silver from a region of the Czech Republic and were popularly known as thalers. Consequently, the Spanish royal eights were called thalers or taleros, a word that eventually evolved into the word dollar. Therefore, the dollar's name and symbol has Spanish origins. If you want to counter-argue this, I'll read what you have to say in the comments section. I don't want to finish this video without first giving thanks to everyone who is sharing my videos and leaving supportive comments. Come through, get ready, and we're out.